All right. Listen, what does a Garrison clear look like in Dragonflight? Dragonflight's not just Garrisons, right? So we got Azurweave bolts that we're crafting. We got Awakened Airs that we are transmuting. And don't forget about your Garrisons. Hit your Garrisons at least once a week for the rare missions. Preferably hit them twice a week so that you're resetting your Cards of Omens as well. The Cards of Omens is just a ton of gold, and it sits there, and it will continue to sit there until you do something about it. So I plan on doing something about it. I'm gonna do it right now. This is how it goes with my Dragonflight full process. We're gonna time it. We're gonna see how long it takes. I'm gonna do the whole thing. So this is how it looks, right? You get the resources to do all your crafts, your entire account craft, and then you can park them out here in the Azure span, and you can use your portable alchemist bench to do your transmutes. Just pop them off. 10 transmutes coming up. Do all those transmutes, and then go over and do your Azurweave bolt crafting, and then we're going to teleport Garrisons. And then come back. And then you're ready to do it again the next day. Or whenever you get 30 out of 30. Which could be the next day. So that's 1,500 gold profit just in your transmutes. Let's take a look at the not cards, the Azurweave bolts. I just run up to... Ooh. Ooh. Is that right? I don't know. I'm getting pretty lucky, so I'm just going to carry on with it. We'll see. That looks brutally low. 40 gold per craft is very low. Maybe it's not worth it for you. I don't know. We started this at 1,500. We're sitting now closer to 4,000 profit. So I think that this is not correct. And this is question mark, but I'm not 100%. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna go to the Garrisons now. So I wanted to do the whole thing, so I'm going to do the whole thing. I'm gonna craft it, I'm going to transmute it, and I'm gonna touch up the Garrisons, and that's it. I'm committed. I will, in future cuts, I will take out these loading times because the loading times suck. You don't want to sit there through the loading times, right? But I was talking. I had things I need to say. So I do those transmutes, I do that craft, I jump out here, I refresh the missions, jump out here in the Garrisons specifically, send out new missions. Video card breaks. I'm gonna run outside. And I'm gonna buy some herbs. Spend all my resources on herbs. This Garrison part doesn't really change. Oh, it's a cheap herb day. Is it? No, it's an expensive herb day. It's a cheap ore day. Whatever. I'm not worried about that. I'm rich. I'm loaded. Can I send off extras now? I do believe I can. Yep. I'm gonna hit my mail strings on my way to the inscription huts. The inscription huts are where your Cards of Omens are coming from. Gotta refresh them. It's such good money. I do not want to let it just sit and rot. So I'm gonna be collecting these. I'm gonna teleport out and go to the next character. All right, next up. Look at this guy. Immediately, he's like, all right, it's time. Not time. Spoiler alert. This is how it goes, right? I drop the bank. I do the restock. I drop the alchemist bench. You can drop this at the end, and then you can get a couple of characters in one alchemist bench. I will try to do that next time, if I remember. But ultimately, each one of these is 130. each craft, and you're crafting 10, and the alchemist bench costs about 140. So I'm fine with that. You're basically spending one craft on your bench. You could spend half of that if you get 2 characters using the same bench. It is possible. It is min-max. Listen, I'll do what I can. Yo, what is going on? How are the prices just nuked? Oh, we're gonna pause this. I need to see these prices. What is happening with this? Wait, show explanation. What is your thought process here, Craft Sim? Yeah, I don't want to look at all this right now. I don't want to look at all that right now. 4 silver? Do I just YOLO this? I feel like somebody has touched the market in a bad way. Let me figure this out. I don't care. I'm doing it anyways. Like a rabble. I have all the resources and I'm just going to craft it and then we'll see what happens. I can't sit on these crafts and not do them. Do it. Don't show me the explanation. Just show me the profitability. The session profitability. It does not look right to me. There's something wrong here, and I don't have my finger on what it is. Resourcefulness is at 23. Multi-crafted is at 13. Just the raw numbers is like 36% profitability, right? Just in those 3. Just in those 2. Let's do some quick math here. Do some quick math. Might as well. Alright. 475 plus 20 for the awakened air plus 45 for the cloth. 540. Oh, it's probably the rank 3s. I bet it's the rank 3s are selling for less right now. Somebody has posted the rank 3s for cheaper. Let me check. Yeah, they're sitting at 500. So 540. I'm going to divide that by 30%. Yeah, it's still good. Okay with that. Am I? Oh, I hate this feeling. I'm just going to do it. This looks okay to me. Let me think on this math a little more. My goodness. All right, I figured it out. It's not the 540 times 1.3. It's the price of the bolt that you're selling on the auction house times 1.3. Because basically I wanted to see the cost of goods that's going into the craft and the final value that's coming out of the craft. The final value that's coming out of the craft. Multi-proc of 13%, resourcefulness of 23, so you're looking at 36%. I times it by 1.3 to be generous, conservative on the price. So the expected profitability is sitting at 617. This calculation is just wrong. That's fine. I'm doing the craft. I'm selling them. I'm gonna make the money. Let's go. Let's go. Let me clear all this up. All right, Garrison Hearthstone. We're moving on. We're doing the craft. Did I not do my transmutes? No, I did them. I did them. All right, this is how it looks. You got to do those 3 pieces in the garrisons to include garrisons. So I'm going to keep refreshing these cards of omens as well. It's good profit. There's good money in those cards of omens, and I want it. It's been sitting for far too long.
You are welcome here.
I don't... Listen, the price, 32 resources for 1 herb, is not great.
Please be
I don't get in here often enough. I have too many characters, so I'm not going to care about that. I'm just going to buy them and move on. Send off all these extras to the tunes that collect them. Refresh the Cards of Omens. That means this character will be done with the Garrison for this week, if you only go once a week.
Hello.
I do think going twice a week to the Garrison is the best move, right? To get the max resources out of the Cards of Omens, twice a week. Alright, same old thing. Drop the guild bank. Restock. My restock restocks all my Garrison resources, and it restocks all of my crafting for my As We Bolt and my transmutation for Dragonflight. See what I did there? Little min-max. It did not drop my alchemy table. I'm going to drop it before... I'm going to drop it when before I log off. I'm just going to craft these. This calculation is wrong. I already know that. We looked at that. I looked at that in detail. It made me nervous because I don't like that number being so low, but it's not that. This is incorrect at the moment. Craft sim, not perfect. And I want these bolts. I'm going to sell these bolts for $475. Like it. Oh, my multi-craft is higher on this character. A lot. Garrison time. Do the crafts, go the Garrison, clear the Garrison. Oh, just goes on autopilot. Refreshes the missions. Forgets to unpause. I keep pressing number 2, thinking it's gonna leap me off the ground. Does not. Spoiler alert.
Clear skies.
Oh. Can't mail everything out if I haven't done my alchemy crafts yet.
Good day to you.
That throws off the run. Throws off the mojo. I'll have to fix that next time. Alright. Drop the alchemist table. I ran back to the mailbox. Drop the alchemist table. Doing my transmutes. I'm gonna mail them off. Mail. This is fine. I could do the mail off at the end. I don't have to do it in the Garrison. It's not that big a deal. This is not that big a deal. Not worth worrying about. Mail it off. Move on. Boom, boom, boom. Next character. Alright, on this next character. Drop that guild bank. Do the restock. This is not difficult. It is always the same. All these characters are built the same, so the process is the same. Drop the portable table. Transmute. Then I'm gonna go over, do the bolts. Bolts. I don't trust that price. I trust my math. I'm happy with my math, so I'm going for it. I'm going for it. I'm gonna sell these things. Once a week I do the quests for getting extra knowledge points. You do need to drop knowledge points into certain trees for crafting bolts. As we bolts, you want to max out that. You want to go down here. You want to max out your multi-craft. Multi-procking on As We Bolts is a big deal. You want to get your extra resourcefulness and a little bit of inspiration. Save you some gains. Oh, don't do it, dude. Don't do it, dude. Let's go to the Garrison. stops talking in the middle of the sentence. Let me clear this garrison real quick. The portable alchemist table gives you the workbench table from Dragonflight. So you can buy them on the auction house or you can craft them. They're not that big a deal. It saves you a bunch of Hearthstone time so that you don't have to Hearthstone back to Valdrakken and then do your crafting in Valdrakken. You can just drop one of the portable tables and park your tune down there in Azurweave Span. The Azur Span. So your tune can just live down there and just craft bolts and transmute all day long. Super useful. It costs, I don't know, I'm paying 167. Each of those transmutes is worth 130. So it's about the price of a transmute and you're making 10 per character. So the value is definitely there. Huge fan of those. Huge fan of these garrisons too. Feels good to be touching up the garrisons, I'll tell you that much right now. Once I restock them, going back to the Hearthstone's gonna drop me into a Conjured Biscuit. Pretty tight name. Not gonna hate on that. Wait, what? What are you asking, Wiki? How long does it take to get your tune to produce like this? I think is the question. Next character. Oh, Wiki's asking a bunch of good questions here. How long does it take to get your garrison online? I think is the first stage, because your garrison comes online at level 35 and it maxes out at level 45. Maxes out as in it can be fully profitable at level 45. How long does that take to get there? To get you from level 10 to level 35 is going to take you about 2.5 hours if you're pretty effective on questing up through that. That will unlock your entire garrison and it will get you some extra garrison benefits of profitability. So about 2.5 hours to get your garrison fully, not fully, but get your garrison to a place where you can run missions and level up to 45 passively through your mission table. If you want to max out your profitability, it's a tough question. It's a more complicated question because I would recommend you go wide and you create more characters so that you're gaining more garrison gold. But in Dragonflight, it's a significant amount of gold coming out of your Azurweave bolts and out of your transmutations, and you can't do that unless you're level 58. So once you get your characters up to level 35, you need to consider if you want to pull more gold out of garrisons or if you want to pull more gold out of modern content. If you want to pull more gold out of more garrisons, build more garrisons and more characters making garrisons. If you want to pull more gold out of modern content, you're going to have to spend more time leveling to get them up to level 58. Tough question. The answer is not cut and dry for every player. Every player is going to take it differently. I think if that was up to me, like if I was brand new and I was starting it now, I would level the character up to 58. Would I? That's tough. I know how much money comes out of the garrisons, and it's significant. I would probably recommend a hybrid approach, and I would get a character base of 10 to 15 characters that are pumping garrisons hard. I would go wide at first to get all your garrisons up and running and doing your recruiting each week. Anywhere from 10 to 20 garrisons, I would do that. Get them all leveled up to 35, log on them once a day, and send out the missions. You're going to start... Each one of those characters will get missions that are worth character experience, and you're going to be making a ton of gold on them at the same time. So it's like it kills two birds with one stone. You're going to be leveling up each one of those characters, and you're going to be making gold on each one of those characters. it's just going to be less gold because they're not at max level. But that's how I would start it. I would create as many characters as possible to get as many garrisons up and running as possible to start. And then pause. Not shot. Wait. Oh. Feels bad. All right, whatever. Pause. Oh, table's still here. That's nice. Does make me wonder if I did that last character correctly. So I was busy answering the question. Whoops. All right. Bottom line, what I'm saying is that I would get a character base up to in between 10 to 20 characters that are creating their garrisons and doing the weekly recruit to the garrisons. And then I would take individual ones of those characters and level them up during the rest periods to get them closer to 58. And just phase it up over time. I think that would be my approach. Because the garrisons are going to give you a ton of money, and that'll give you plenty of capital to reinvest in things in Dragonflight and in more garrisons. Also, it's worth considering that the Dragonflight is kind of, I don't know, it's been around for a while now, so we're obviously not making as much gold out of Dragonflight as we used to. Which is worth considering. Because the garrison gold is static. It's pretty much always the same. You can count on it every single week. The more characters you have, the more consistent it's going to be. What a good question, Wiki. It's tough. How much gold do your garrisons do? About 1,000 gold per day in the garrison, I think. I'm gonna have to pull up the spreadsheet. It's gonna be spreadsheet time in a moment here. But I'm pretty sure it comes out to that. From your mission table and the cards of omens, it will net out to around 1,000 per day per character. So there's going to be days where it's way less because you're going to hit big rewards on other weeks. The rare missions on the mission table are profit of like anywhere from 1,000 gold, 0 gold to 1,000 to 5 to 8 to 12 to 20. There's a wide range of profitability in that. However, it is all profit once you do start benefiting from it. Tough questions. These are tough questions. I appreciate it. So the more garrisons you have, the more normalized your average will be because you're just going to have a wider pool of data.
What can I do for you?
I got 46. A lot. Alto's got 80. Dude knows what's up. All right, next character. This is just how it goes, man. Drop those banks and do the restock. I'm gonna drop the alchemist bench. It's too much thought process to try to min-max it for 100 gold. For me, it's not necessary. I got enough characters to make the gold on. If I was trying to min-max and not trying to talk, I would just min-max it. It's not a big deal. But right now, I'm less worried about it. So I'll drop that table at the beginning of each one of these characters. Drop the table, do my transmutes, and then I'm going to go do my vault. And then I'm going to touch up the garrison. I think the key to this whole process is really TSM. The TSM warehousing options and restocking all the items that you need and how many you need is key. It's critical. It really is. So I don't necessarily trust these numbers right now. It might just be my knee-jerk reaction, but I don't trust them. I already pulled out the math, pulled out the abacus. One of these, which one is it? This one. Tailoring is 15% faster. One of my favorite items to get. Because it saves you a ton of time. Build the bolt and go to the garrison. I think going wide on a roster in garrisons is always the move. And it always comes back to the mission table. Because the more characters you're running missions to get character experience, each one of those missions is basically one quest done for free. So you get almost a full bar of experience from each mission that rewards character experience. So what does that mean to the gold maker? Is that you can get up to 35 and get your garrison building and also be gaining character experience as your garrison is building, which allows you to spend your active time leveling, creating more characters to get into that process. Getting into that process is the key point, because
How can I help?
making gold, saving time, and leveling at the same time is like a hat trick of bonus. Like it's a lot of profitability. Got an ugly inventory here. And the mission tables are so profitable. Once you get up to level 45, you can max out the profitability on the mission table.
You need something?
And then it's just huge. It's huge. It's another big step to full. 45 is when the garrison is fully operational. It's nice. Boom. New character. Does the character experience cap out at some level from the garrison mission tables? It absolutely does. So it'll take you up to level 50, and then it won't give you any more missions to get more character experience. Level 50 is good though. So if you're like, all my characters, I stopped at level 35 and I didn't touch them again for active leveling, and they all leveled up to level 50. 45 characters leveled up to level 50 in off the mission table. It was tight. It felt really good. I still feel like it was really good. It's a lot of time saved that I did. But that was a long time ago, when there was nothing going on in the game. So I was spending my time leveling up characters and getting garrisons ready. And it's a little different answering in the current time, in the current gameplay. People think that it's hard to build up a garrison, but it's not. You really can build 3 to 5 garrisons a day easy. I agree. Yeah. It's really leveling up the character and getting the garrison unlocked so that you can start getting the free resources. But it's not hard to do the garrisons. However, that's you and me speaking, Alto. And you have 80 and I have 46, and we've done this a few times. So it takes some time and experience to get in the groove of setting them up. Once you are, it's super simple and super easy. And I took it in steps. I would do it only when the character had rested experience. So I was min-maxing my game time with like rested experience and panda buffs and Dark Moon Fair experience buffs. I was min-maxing hard. And that pays off. That pays off significantly when you have such a wide roster. So if you're min-maxing and you're saving a minute on 46 characters, that's 46 minutes. That's a lot. It adds up quick. But I think it is worth noting that people with garrisons don't complain about garrisons, but people without garrisons think it's not worth it.
Please,
And that is an
browse my way.
interesting distinction.
Please be
I don't mind it. I will continue to sing the praises of garrisons. Yeah, there they are. Take some time and experience. Just enjoy the ride.
Hello. Good day to you.
watch some videos on it, start stacking up some gold, doing Cards of Omens. It's gonna feel real good, real fast. I know it. I've seen it. We're gonna do a little napkin math here. The question is, how long does it take to AFK level on the mission table from level 35 to 50? And I don't remember. It's been a long time. I did this math back in the day, but I don't remember offhand. So we're just gonna take a look. And I think on average you get 2 experience missions if you're logging on once or twice a day over a 3-day period, which equals 0.75 experience missions. Each mission gives you about a bar's worth of experience. How many bars you got? Got 10 bars, right? 10 bars of experience is static. So is the math to get us up there? Think about this. $10 bars divided by 0.75, because that's how many you're getting, is 13. So it's 13 days to get you about a level of experience. That's not bad. That's 2 weeks to get 1 level on a character. However, worth considering is that you can, the wider you go, you can think of it as a total experience pool, right? You have 2 characters. Each of them have 100 experience points they need to get. You get 2 missions. Each character has 100, but you can add them together. So you're technically getting 10% of your pool, your total pool each day. So if it takes, let me rephrase. Getting all mixed up over here.
I need a target.
So this math shows it takes about 13.33 days to get a full level of experience based off of a mission table. This is approximate numbers, right? This is napkin math. It's not exact. I have dialed in numbers on my spreadsheet, but I don't want to open it. I don't want to find it. That's the real problem. Oh, there's big gains. See that? 4,000 gold. Costs nothing. It costs nothing to get that 4,000 gold. So you loot it, you put it up on the auction house. It is what it is. All right, so what I'm trying to say is that it takes you 13 days to get 1 level. The way I thought of this is that if I had 13 characters and it took you 13 days, that each day you were technically getting 1 single level off of your total pool. So in my brain, it helped to consider it that way, is that each single day I was getting more than a full level of experience just off of mission tables. That's bonkers. And the wider you go, the more you get of that. Additionally, it's worth considering that as you're getting levels, the levels aren't the full goal of that method. The gold making is the full goal, right? So you're already making gold off of that time being spent to gain those levels. So you're really farming gold with a side benefit of also leveling the crud out of your roster. So if you got 20 characters, you're getting a level and a half, more than a level and a half every single day that you're refreshing your missions.
How are you?
Pretty sick. It takes you a very short amount of time to refresh the missions. This is all mathed out. Here. Show the price of the medallion? I think we did. We looted one on the character. Last character or the character before it. Let's chromie time, you get 20% plus out of each level. That's huge, yeah. I didn't even mention that, Alto, because that confuses people. So that 13 days is based off of an average across your entire character. But you will get more of your level bar at a lower level than you do at your higher levels. So your characters that are level 35, each experience mission, you'll be getting way more than a bar of experience. You'll be getting like 1.5, 2 bars. Again, if that adds up across your entire roster, it goes fast. So this 0.75 per day is based off of the higher end characters. Level 49 really slows down, level 48 really slows down, but the lower levels in the character scale up much higher in your experience off at the table. Very good point, Alto. That's like expert game, but it is worth mentioning. I did have a chart that showed like the drop off and the curve to it. I have no idea where that is anymore. That was a long time ago I did that. Good point though. Man, I feel like the Hearthstones are short. I didn't even get to drink my coffee there. My goodness. I use all my hands. Garrisons are scary too. When you look at garrisons from the outside, it looks like a ton of work. And when you don't have a clear picture of the rewards for that work, it's like why I understand why so many people would be suspect of it. I get it.
Welcome, friend. Please be careful.
Why do I have treaties in the mail here? Treaties in the mail? Gotta loot them. Gotta loot them? Gotta learn them. Already learned.
What can I do for you? Hey there.
Next character. I don't want to get sleepy, so I'm gonna try to push off the grub until late as possible. This is a good point. Quest brought up that one of the good things is that the garrisons take time, and I think I agree on that on a pretty interesting level, is that you can't rush the garrison. You can rush the garrison and buy all the ogre caches and get the resources for very expensive gold prices, but you don't need to. And there is a level of time that it takes to get your garrison up and running, which it forces you to kind of slow down and enjoy the journey. This game is incredible. There's a lot of detail in this game, and a lot of that detail I ignored for many years until I started leveling up over and over and over in the same places. And I started finding things that I had no clue about. Just references and little humorous interactions that I didn't understand. I was so focused on blasting through and getting to max level that I didn't notice that some of the quests are like, clean up the outhouse. and you know, I don't know. There's a lot of quests out there that are very fun, and I didn't spend enough time reading them before I started getting interested in garrisons. I'm gonna teleport to that garrison. What is a transmute living steel? That is it used to be a big deal. It's a daily one-click to transmute living steel, which the Pandaria mount need living steel. Sky golems. Sky golems used to be really profitable, so you'd have to do, look at that, 8,500 gold. Sky Golems used to be really profitable, so I'd sell them all day long, every single day, and make 10,000 gold profit on each one. Living steel is required to make those, and doing the daily one-click should be netting you extra gold. Right now, it's so cheap because nobody's buying those old world mounts. Ogre Cash is another rare mission reward, selling for 8,500. Come on, dude. That's all profit. How much cost of goods is that, right? The cost of goods for that is technically zero because all you're doing is sending out a mission with followers and you're not really spending money on those followers. There's nothing you have to buy to collect that mission reward. You just collect it and you sell it on the auction house. That's all profit. A big profit. The more of these characters you have, the more of those you're going to hit every single day, every single week. The rare missions are once a week, so and there's 10 missions. There's 3 missions that are very valuable that are like 2,000 to 8,500 per mission. So about 30% of the time you're going to land one of those big profitable missions.
Good day to you.
If you got 10 characters, 3 of them each week should be landing one of those missions.
Hello.
See how that works? You see how that works? Next character. Alright. Carry on this method. Or get there. Don't know how many more of these things I need. And these are just the characters that are level 60 plus. So my characters that are not 60 plus, all they get to do is the garrisons. Don't get me wrong, that's still very profitable, and they still need to get hit, but these crafts are also very profitable. That's why this session, I'm doing the full craft, right? I'm doing the bolts, I'm doing the transmutes, and I'm doing the garrisons. And it takes time. But I think of it as each one of these steps, I'm just picking up another bag of gold. Gotta get to that gold, man. The gold's just sitting there waiting to be picked up. This one's sketchy. Well, 80 gold is good. 80 gold per craft is good to go. Anything that was over 50 is like, in my opinion, good enough. You have 30 out of 30 crafts, so 50 per is 1,500 gold. However, that is 10 transmute airs, right? But 50 gold per craft in my book is good enough. Usually this profit per craft is over 100, and then it's really good. Then you're making like 3,000 gold per character. Gotta pick up those bags, man. I'm going to all these corners picking up bags. Garrison time. Alright. Oh. I also wanted to do... Shoot. I did want to farm out some mounts too. My goodness, I don't know if I'll have time today. Let's go. We got the nudist lock. #1 lock on the server. That's right. What he's doing out there. This is always where it gets suspicious, where I get suspicious. He's escalating the Cold War, the early dinner Cold War. Probably not though, probably just out there chilling. Music, music. Gonna finish up these characters, then I'll do the giveaway, then I'll do the news, and then I might touch up the rest of the garrisons. Or I'll probably rotate that till tomorrow, and I'll touch all my sub 60 garrisons. I just got a lot. There's a lot I need to get done. There's a lot I need to get done. Garrisons are hard work to set up in the beginning, and then it's chill. It's super chill. It's definitely, I don't know, it's weird because it's not like daily questing in WoW, where daily questing feels pretty nails on chalkboards. Even though you're getting on and you're touching them daily, there's something relaxing about it and zen about it. Because it's not like it takes a bunch of brain power to refresh the missions and go out and collect your garrison cash and turn the resources into herbs. Like, these are very simple things and they're always the same on all the characters. So you can really zone out and just collect these bags of gains.
Please browse my wares.
You don't really have to consider like where you're standing and what you're crafting, or do I drop my alchemist table at the beginning or the end of my little individual sessions? You don't have to worry about any of that. You don't have to worry about profitability because it's always profitable.
What can I do for you?
There's a lot of things you just don't have to worry about at all. That's it. It's pretty nice.
I need to target something first.
Yeah, if you get to log in knowing that your gold is there waiting for you to collect, totally agree. It's a good feeling. You don't have to worry about auction house sales. You don't have to worry about competition. It's very single player minded. It's going to be as good or as bad as you want it to be. I really enjoy the garrisons. There's a lot of money in there. You don't have to mount up and fly over like this. I guess you sort of do. I don't know. Maybe I just need to get into the same brain space with this as I have with garrisons. I've been doing garrisons for a lot longer than I've been doing these. Maybe that's the problem. I don't know. But my goodness, some of these sessions feel very, very long. See, that's 43%. Multi-craft of 20. Oh, resourcefulness of 35. Yeah, it's still 35, 36. Still lines up with my math from earlier. I'm happy with the price of it all. Craftsim's calc is a little bit off, I think. I don't know why, but it does not feel right to me right now. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not going to whinge about it anymore. When you're sending out the missions, you can do your daily one-clicks at the same time. It's a little bit of time saving. Again, when you have 46 characters, you're going to want to save as much time as possible. These speed spells, also important. Saves a bunch of time.
Welcome, friend. Clear skies.
I do not have a target.
I make more gold than most Dragonflight gold makers, just chilling in my garrisons. Yeah, that's fair. Also, you have like an extreme amount. 80 garrisons is a lot. I have 46 and I still don't get to them all. 46 feels like a lot. Quest got a lot too. Got some big garrison folks out there. Nightbot coming in with the Discord. The garrisons, you're not fighting with the auction house with people lowballing the price? Absolutely. And it's consistent. It's always consistent gold. It's like a single player version of making gold. And it is amazing. It really is great. I was very worried that they were going to nerf it. I was very worried with Dragonflight coming out. Didn't happen. Appreciate that. Oh, I'm getting so hungry. I'm getting so hungry. You know what? Coffee's not sitting right with me. Something's wrong. Cap it off. Dude, I attribute all my goblin wealth to garrisons. I was broke in this game before starting the garrison grind. Now I'm not broke. This is the bottom line. Oh, Etios and Wiki? You both have 5 tunes. Alright, yeah, 5 is good. 5 is a good start. Don't get discouraged because 5 is not 80, right? Takes time to level them up. But then they're like an ATM, and you just draw cash out of them over and over and over. There. Here. I'm gonna get to the end of these, and then I'm gonna go feed him, feed myself too, grab some food. No, I got stuff already made, just chilling, just meal prepped in the fridge.
Beliadoros.
I'm gonna finish all these level 60 characters. There should be only like 4 more, 3 more, and then feed El Gato and grab some grub, come back, get the giveaway ready, do the giveaway. It's giveaway time coming up here. Then we'll do the news, and then, then we'll see where we're at. I really wanted to start earlier today. Didn't work out. Did not work out.
Hey there.
I mean, I still do my crafting for Dragonflight. You're seeing it right here. I think it's important to diversify your revenue streams and pick up bags of gold from different revenue streams, because eventually, if Blizzard does nerf one of those, or if one of those streams goes bad, mounts is a good example. The mount sales are terrible right now, so I used to make a few $100,000 in mount sales every week, and right now I'm making about 10,000 maybe. So if that was my only gold method of making gold, I would be completely boned. So you want to make sure you have a few different ways that you're making your gold, so that you don't run into the red. You run into the red, you start losing. Feels bad. Yep, but people don't have the discipline to do the same thing every day in the garrison? Yeah, yeah. I always thought of it as very beneficial. Every day logging on to refresh missions is like... I was doing 20 plus characters, so I felt like each day I logged on, I was gaining a full level, a 2-level experience for a 30-minute time spent. It was super worth it. Again, by the numbers, that's totally worth it. Yeah, it does take time. I guess the commitment to it can be questionable. Can it? I don't know. Yeah, sure. That is the biggest pushback that I hear is people don't want to spend the time to get their garrison up and running. That's not me, dude. Look at that. 8,500 gold just sitting there, just waiting to be going. Next time I log on, that'll just be in the mail. Collect it. Sell. How much gold do you get from a world quest? One single world quest of WoW. I don't even know. Do you get 10,000? Do you get 8.5?
You are welcome.
It's a good metric. Compare how many garrisons does it take to outperform daily quests, world quests that they want us to do. I don't want to do world questing. It's so much easier to go through your garrison than to fly out to all the individual world quests. I forgot to unpause. It's the same thing we've been doing this whole time for the last hour. So, doing the transmutes, dropping the table. It is what it is. I compare garrisons to owning a Wendy's franchise. You make something with one Wendy's, but you can have 40 to 80 that makes gold, compounded. Yeah. It all does boil down to time spent to make the gold. So there is a time commitment to collect all these bags of gold from the garrisons. Good example, Wiki is saying he makes 300k a day without material cost. Included, if I included that, it's going to be like 50,000 a day. You only make 50,000 a day? And it takes 7 hours to make 50,000? Is that right? Or is it your profit is 250? Or is your profit 300k? We got to dial that in because we'll compare that to the numbers from the garrison. Profit of 50k for 7 hours is low, brother. Very low. And I'll show you why. Yeah. Well, let's compare the 50k profit per 7 hours that you're doing right now with prospecting compared to what garrisons are doing. So I have 46 characters. It will take about a half hour, 31 minutes to clear all those. That's logging into them. That's doing the one clicks. That's refreshing the missions. So that comes down to 1,000 gold per minute or 64,000 gold per hour based off of your normal logins for the week. So you're going to get all of your excuse me, that's profit only. I don't consider the cost of materials in the profitability for this method. Additionally, it gets better when you're spec'd correctly. For example, this character here, the Cards of Omens, it's getting more Cards of Omens because it's inscription spec'd, and inscription has a daily one click to craft more Cards of Omens basically. So you can ink out another 1,600 gold per 5 days just in Cards of Omens by being Warlord's inscription spec. And that's not in this this gold per minute. So this gold per minute is based off of each one of these characters, and each one of these characters is hard coded to what my characters have set up. And the one clicks are losing me gold here, and sky golems make me no gold anymore. So almost all my characters are built into that. This is just Garrisons. This doesn't take into account the Dragonflight piece of it. But ultimately, if you're looking to max out your Garrisons, you could be making that, right? Which is... You make more than that because of the the daily one click for inscription. You can double it every day. So it's really like 2,500. So you're really making 5,000 gold per 5 days, which is 1,000 gold per day. So if it takes you, you can think of it in the sense of each character takes you a minute to log on and log off and refresh everything. You're making about 1,000 gold per minute, which is right here. It's bonkers, dude. So if you're making profit of 50,000 gold for 7 hours in Dragonflight, if you switch that into your Garrisons, you could be making 50,000 gold every 50 minutes. It's super profitable. And additionally, there's not a lot of large swings in this profitability in a negative fashion. There are large swings where this mission table could be worth way more. This mission table is based off of a lower price than like those 8,500 gold mission rewards we got earlier. That doubles and triples this number here. So this is like the floor level of the profitability that you can make. It just goes up from there. Garrisons are the way, man. You gotta do it. You just gotta do it. So that's the numbers basically. Here's the one clicks. On inscription, we'll give you another 164 gold profit per day. That's Warlord's inscription. You double that, you're making 330 gold profit per day. Engineering used to make the living steel jards. Excuse me, the jards, and alchemy is a living steel. Neither one of those is profitable anymore. I don't recommend them. But your Garrisons alone are making a boatload of profit still. Gotta do it, brother. JJ agrees. That's the bottom line, dude. That's the math for the Garrisons. One more time. And that's why when Alta is like, I got 80 Garrisons, gets it, right? It scales up. The more Garrisons you have, it just scales as the more that you have. So the amount of gold you're making per minute and per game time is just like Quest was saying, it compounds on itself to a certain point. It's so good.
I do not have a
Truly
target.
bonkers. Yeah, man. That's the math, dude. And you don't have to really think about it, right? It's not like you're mounting up and flying to different nodes for gathering. Gathering is what it is, but the gathering markets are variable too, because bots will get in there and destroy those markets, and availability will destroy or boost up those markets. It's too much variable. Garrisons, those variables don't exist.
Hey there. You need something?
Garrisons are for the people that want to make a boatload of gold by themselves. That's me. I'm in it. All right. 3 more characters. I can do this. Gotta dig deep. Gotta dig deep. Be interesting to see what Blizzard thought about this stuff, you know? This math. I don't think they care. I don't think they think about it. It just doesn't land on their radar. It hasn't landed on their radar for 10 years. Collect the recruiter friend reward? Dude. Do I do that? Hold on, man. I'm crafting bolts, dude. I'm over here crafting bolts. I'll collect it at the end. That'll be my reward for finishing all of the Garrison touch-ups for this. Not even all of them, just the first half. Get that shredder hand. Oh, I gotta get that video out, the recruiter friend video. I got a bunch of videos I gotta get edited and sent. Just gonna send it. Right? OJ. There it is. There's another 4,000. It's just profit. I do believe my spreadsheet is basing this item off of a 3,000 gold price point. Big difference.
Please browse my wares.
Almost done. 2 more characters. Let's go. People don't see the long-term gold. Yeah. I think it just depends on, like, they're just so focused on the now, right? People would rather get paid a small amount now than to invest it now and collect on it later. The investor's conundrum. I don't know. I'm good with investing it and then collecting on it forever. Jay knows what's up. One more character, dude. You're so close. Tricked me the other day. He got a double meal one day. He ate all his food so fast and cleaned out his bowl, so it looked like I had forgotten to feed him. Later that night, I was like, did I forget? Started feeding him a second time. He doubled down, dude. He had a double down day. Tricked me. And it worked. Fell for it. Why, the investors are the richest people? They do seem to have more money. Because it's kind of a hustle. Look, there it is. There's more profit. Oh, the price has already gone up from 4,000 to 56.99. Sweet. Very sweet. I wonder what the spreadsheet would say if I updated that. Let me just check. Yeah, it's posted in there at 3,500. So if I put it at 56.99, Coal Fist is fine. Ogre Cash was posted at 8,500 right now. Yeah, it brings up your mission table rewards to 2,500 per week for 5 days. So 500 gold per day. Bananas, man. That's insane.
You are welcome.
Basically boost your profitability by 20%, 25%, just because the market is favorable right now. And if the market wasn't favorable, it would still be flatlined at 2,000 gold per 5 days. 2,000 gold per 5 days is still sweet.
How are you? Hello.
Good to go. And some people still make money off of Hexweave bags. I think there's a niche market of Hexweave bags that people like the look of a Hexweave bag, so they buy them and they use them. Sure. I'm not going to hate on that. Is on cooldown. So it's already done. Yeah, we're all done here. Sweet. I already touched my garrisons. Good to go. I thought my other character, the level 60 Gold Seeker, was ready to use, but he's not. He's not. Gold Seeker is not set up with professions yet. That's it. Good deal. I'm gonna post up all these. I'm gonna post these up. Post up the bolts, post up the awakens, collect some more gold, and do some other things. I don't remember what I was talking about or when I was talking about it. But that's how this works, okay? So the Dragonflight characters, it's a 3-part shuffle. You touch your garrisons, you grab your cards of omens, and then you also do your transmutes for awakened heirs, and you do your Azraweave bolt crafting all in one session. Takes a long time. It's gonna stack you up a boatload of papers though. And you know what? I'm good with that. Every game has time spent equals output. And this is a high output for the amount of time spent. And we went into some detail on that. Anyways, I gotta go. I got things. I gotta play some games.